Here is what you missed on Blueprint to a Man's Thoughts on Red Lipstick Vibes.
The reason why a lot of married men don't voice or aren't loud about marriage is because they secretly are going through what the niggas going through, and like a lot of us, we are just too deep in our investment to keep it real. I'm one of the ones who just gonna keep it 100% honest. Marriage is not what it's cracked out to be, and for a lot of us as men, we have been married to our significant other the moment we got with them. So the whole symbolic with the ring and the exchanging of the vows, that was just something for them and to make them a woman. But to be honest, like, married men are going through it like the rest of them. That's why we're not vocal. The same shit that you going through with your girlfriend, a married man going through with his wife, on every level.
This topic up, okay? So here we go.
To see more men talk about marriage, more black men. Here's how I deal with temptation and cheating. Here's how I deal with friction in the household. That's the content that we really need, not everyone trying to remix Kevin Samuels after he died.
Where are the black men with the recipe for marriage? Because y'all ain't loud enough for me.
Y'all ain't trying to hear that shit. Y'all ain't trying to hear that shit. That's why we not loud enough for y'all. And y'all know I'm Mr. Pro-marriage, black marriage over here. Y'all know I'm always talking marriage, always. And what do I always get? Even from the fellas. Oh, she gonna take half, even though you ain't got nothing but lint in your fucking pockets, even though only 10% of marriages even end in fucking alimony. Oh man, she could just wake up and change her mind, man. Only 40s, over half of marriages end in divorce. Like, it's just, so anytime we speak up and say, hey bro, if you got you a solid one, marry her, get out the way, bro. Go build your life, go build your family. That's the pushback we always get. It's just a piece of paper. What I gotta do all that for? She could take half, all that bullshit. Y'all niggas ain't trying to hear that shit. So stop making these fucking videos. Cause anytime the women, the men, and we get on here and we tell y'all the keys or the things that can cultivate a happy, thriving marriage, y'all don't want to hear it. Because oftentimes it's not just what that person has to do and how that person makes you happy and how that person needs to do this and do that. Oftentimes it's things you have to do also. And niggas don't want to hear that.
Man, I came across this video where dude talking about us married black men aren't loud enough. What you mean? Some of us are the loudest men on here. Y'all call us panders and simps. Y'all don't really care about being in no goddamn relationship. And then he talking about building generational worth and what's the secrets to making it work. You know what I'm saying? Bro, y'all don't take advice from those type of men. Those type of men get criticized on here when they speaking highly of their wife or highly of women in general. Y'all call them panders or simps, and a lot of those guys do be married and in healthy love. But y'all don't care about receiving information. And me personally, I don't care about helping a lot of y'all dudes anyway, because y'all don't care to help yourself. You gotta want to help yourself. There's plenty of men on this app. There's plenty of men on YouTube who are married and who's not down talking the woman, but y'all don't like that. Y'all want to hear how bad the woman is, and the woman not submissive, and the woman strong and independent. That's the type of stuff y'all like. That's the type of stuff y'all want to engage with, right? You want to engage with a man like me, calling those brothers out and actually telling them that they're the downfalls of their bad relationships.
So that is why I want to bring the show. And of course, every time, I see the panels that we all, frequent, like on Fatties and all the other people in this space, where the men are saying, the single men, oh, we're getting married. And then when I hear the married men say something, they be like, no, that's not gonna work. But they trying to tell them how it work, but then they got the pushback. No, that's not right. So it's like a back and forth. So, and I hear a lot of times men will say, these married men gets on these panels and they always talking about the good parts, but they never talk about the bad parts. So this is what we're going to do tonight. We're going to talk about the bad side of marriage from a man's point of view. Okay? Y'all ready?
Absolutely.
All right. So, Hank, what did you think about the video? What they had to say before we get started with the questions?
Shit, a lot of what he's saying is true. I mean, it's true. They always say what you want, but you don't want that. You really don't want that, because as soon as we talk about it, you're not gonna pay attention. You're gonna do just the opposite. So we're gonna pretty much waste our time and waste our breath and tell you, and then you're gonna try to counter it. I try to say everything we're saying is not true. This not happening. That's how it is. Well, okay, if that's what you think, then who am I to tell you, brother? So I'm not gonna waste my time. Which I got more patience with one of these YNs who want to try to argue me down on that, because I know they're childs, they kids, they don't understand. They don't expand certain experience. But when I'm talking to another grown man trying to have these real conversations that they want to have, then I'm not gonna waste my time. You right, brother? Marriage is bad. Don't do it. Concern yourself about divorce. Concern yourself about all that. It could happen to you. I ain't gonna front. It could happen. Please, I did it. I've been through it. I made some selfish, bad decisions. But you can also win in the situation. So why not try to get in there and try to win? You got to go in there with your lunch pail every day, and most of them don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. They say, fuck it, I ain't carrying lunch. I'd rather eat out every day. And guess what? You're not ready to put that work in. My bad on that long.
Okay. All right, 2K?
The reason why a lot of married men don't voice or aren't loud about marriage is because they secretly are going through what the niggas going through. And like a lot of us, we are just too deep in our investment to keep it real. I'm one of the ones who just gonna keep it 100% honest. Marriage is not what it's cracked out to be, and for a lot of us as men, we have been married to our significant other the moment we got with them. So the whole symbolic with the ring and the exchanging of the vows, that was just something for them and to make them a husband woman. But to be honest, like married men are going through it like the rest of them. That's why we're not vocal. The same shit that you going through with your girlfriend, a married man going through with his wife, on every level. So when you hear married men not talking nothing, that's them trying to tell you don't do it, because we going through the same shit y'all going through. We just got a ring on our finger, and our wife can't. This is the best thing about marriage here, because my wife, she a procrastinator. She just can't break up with me. She got to go file paperwork. And so that's going to keep the marriage going for another couple years, because she ain't going to never make it down there. Plane landed.
Uncle Ricky, what you think about the clip?
I agree. Some of the stuff he said was right, but why we don't talk is because it's none of y'all goddamn business. Maybe if y'all figured that out about y'all relationships, right, that the shit you go through is what y'all supposed to go through, it'll be a little bit different. Right?
I mean, I think we're not talking because it ain't a lot to talk about that y'all not going through.
Exactly. So what's the 2K? What's the difference then, right? Somebody know how to shut their fucking mouth up and work it out, and other people want to air their business, right?
But it ain't about the business being aired. It's
What
just like we got the same. Like there's no need for us to be on the top of a mountain screaming, "Hey, she don't listen." When you already got somebody already at the top of that mountain saying the same thing. Right.
Because what is gonna help, right?
Yeah, exactly. What is gonna help? Like why bother? You got it, big dog. And I hope you taking your notes. Don't do this shit, because it's still the same shit at the end of the day. And not saying that marriage is bad, but we still going through the same shit as the single nigga over here.
Once this is what tripped me out, right? Every man should know there's a cost with dealing with a woman.
Facts.
That's what don't get me, right? For everybody y'all know me. Hey, good girls do that shit too. They do that shit too. Good girls, bad girls, it don't matter. They all do the same shit. At baseline, most females are the same. Their mentality is the same, right?
Yeah.
So you just got to understand that when you dealing with them, there's a cost to dealing with them.
But see, I understand, because the way they package up marriage, you would think that some of this petty girlfriend shit that we go through, we above that. The way they package up marriage is, this is happening.
What you mean by petty girlfriend? My apologies.
Well, it's just the same. It's the same shit with a different title. It's the same behaviors. It's the same person, for God's sake.
Why we don't hear much of y'all story, much of the married man's story when we be up online?
Because they the same as y'all, CJ.
Thanks so much for watching. If you want to see more of my shows, click right here. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. See you in the next one.